Your affection has become a transformative force in their life, altering the very foundation of how they see the world, themselves, and love itself. It acts as a mirror, casting light on parts of their being they once kept hidden, even from themselves. Through the clarity of your love, they've begun to recognize how warped their previous notions of love and existence were, how rooted they were in pain, illusion, and fear. They've come to terms with their reliance on destructive coping mechanisms, particularly addiction, which served as a crutch, a way to avoid the painful process of confronting their inner truths. Yet your love has been different. It is not conditional. It doesn't demand performance or masks. Its power is undeniable, a gravitational pull that calls them back to their authentic self. They find themselves drawn to you with an intensity they cannot resist. It is not just a craving for connection, it is a craving for a love that is pure, unfiltered, untouched by past trauma. A love that springs from the soul rather than from need or fear. And the most beautiful part is that this longing isn't one-sided, it's mirrored. Together, you both yearn for a bond that transcends the physical, something greater than chemistry or circumstance. What you seek together is a soul-deep communion, a connection that moves beyond time and space and touches something eternal. This yearning has sparked something powerful, an inner reunion that goes far deeper than simple closeness. It is a spiritual convergence, a realignment of your souls toward a higher vibration. It's as if two wandering spirits have finally found their rhythm in each other, tuning into the same frequency. This awakening is beginning to manifest your bond into the physical realm, materializing what was once only sensed in dreams, intuition, or longing. You are bridging the gap between the ethereal and the tangible, building a reality where soul love can thrive on earth. Yet, the journey has not been easy. Living a dual existence, where one must constantly juggle the facade shown to the world and the inner truth of who they are, has taken a significant toll. It has left them weary, their spirit frayed from the strain of hiding their authenticity. They no longer wish to keep up appearances. They no longer wish to suppress the truth of what they feel for you. In your absence, they feel incomplete, utterly hollow in places only you can reach. No one else fits the space you occupy. No substitute can dull the ache. You are irreplaceable, and your absence is a silence that echoes too loudly in their soul. They long to emerge from the shadows they've been hiding in, to shed the cloak of deceit and fear they've worn for too long. Their heart aches to reignite the fire between you, to stoke the embers that still burn despite the distance and the silence. Even when life pulls them away, their focus remains fixed on you. They refuse to let go. The connection you share is too profound, too sacred to sever. Their desire for you transcends lust or longing, it is a yearning born of the soul, a desire to merge paths, to stand beside you as an equal, a partner, a lover, and a confidant. They cannot imagine being with anyone else. It's not simply about attraction or compatibility, it's about alignment, about truth. Your honesty, your loyalty to justice, your unwavering integrity, these qualities command their deepest respect. They have carved out a space for you in their heart that no other can enter. This is the kind of love that is forged through trial, one that remains steady through storms. It grows not despite adversity, but because of it. And now, that bond is stronger than ever, carrying the promise of a future built on mutual growth, healing, and unwavering support. In quiet moments, when they are alone with their thoughts, the weight of their feelings grows too heavy to bear. The facade they've worn begins to crumble, exposing the raw emotion underneath. They think of you constantly. It's been far too long since your souls have touched, since your voices shared space, since your energies danced in the same room. They know life has not been easy for you, just as it hasn't been easy for them. And yet, In all the chaos and hardship, they urge you to remember your shared bond, the laughter, the whispered secrets, the glances exchanged beneath moonlit skies. Those moments were real. That love was real. It still is. They want nothing more than to stand by your side, to hold your hand and look into your eyes and speak all the words they've held back. If only you knew how deeply they cherish you, how your smile brightens the darkest corners of their world, how your laughter brings music to their silence. You are their first thought upon waking, and their final thought before sleep. For so long, they lied to themselves, convincing their mind that what they felt was simple friendship. But their heart has always known better. The truth is, they are in love with you, completely and irrevocably. They love your spirit, your strength, your compassion. They are captivated by how you see the world, by your dreams and the fire you carry within you. And what stuns them most is how that affection is returned. They've never known a love like this, steady, patient, true. It isn't fleeting or transactional. It's foundational. It has become the blueprint for how they now understand love itself. When thoughts of you rise to the surface, their heart expands with a feeling they can't quite name. It's warm and aching, tender and overwhelming. It's the kind of love that brings peace, not chaos. That soothes, not destroys. They dream of your reunion, not just to feel your physical presence, but to share your hearts once more. They want to look into your eyes across the table and finally say the things that matter. They want to hear your laugh again, to witness the brightness of your smile. They want to hold your hand, not just as a gesture, but as a vow. They dream of speaking their love aloud, not in a message or through a screen, but face to face, heart to heart. In the past, your relationship was unbalanced. They were ruled by ego, concerned more with their own needs while you gave so much of yourself. But now, they are changed. They are ready. They are willing to invest everything, to give as much as they take, to sacrifice, to compromise, to meet you where you are. They want to build a future with you, not based on fantasy, but grounded in mutual respect, effort, and enduring love. They long to create new memories with you, to breathe new life into your connection. And until that day arrives, they carry you in their heart. Their love for you knows no bounds, it stretches across time, through lifetimes, deep as the ocean, vast as the sky. Regardless of what life throws at them, their love remains steadfast. You occupy a sacred space within them, one that no one else could hope to claim. Your presence intensifies everything, they feel more when you are near. Your gaze stirs their soul. There is a magnetic pull between you that cannot be explained, only felt. It's destiny. It's fate. They feel it in their bones, you are their soulmate. The one they've waited for. The one they didn't even know they were seeking until they found you. You complete them in ways they didn't think possible. In quiet moments, they daydream of your life together, of shared mornings and quiet nights, of aging side by side, of facing the world as one. They imagine the joy, the sorrows, the triumphs, all experienced together. They are certain your souls were meant to intertwine. Your meeting was not random, it was written in the stars. They yearn to wake up to your warmth, to fall asleep wrapped in your embrace. They want to be there for everything, for celebrations and heartbreaks, for the mundane and the magical. They vow to love you deeply, to support your dreams, to never take you for granted. They promise to stand beside you not only as a lover but as your best friend and confidant. They will strive every day to be worthy of you, to grow, to evolve, to love you better. Because you deserve nothing less than their full heart. You are their world, their center, their light, their reason for being. Your laughter is their favorite sound. Your smile is their sunrise. You give meaning to every moment. Words will never be enough to express what you mean to them, but they will spend their life trying to show you. They are endlessly grateful to walk this earth at the same time as you. And they dream of a day where they can walk beside you always. At this moment in your own journey, the numbers 2, 12, 22, 5, 1, 10, 333, 7, and 17 hold deep meaning. You are in a phase of immense self-discovery. You are learning to trust your inner voice, embracing your strength and femininity, radiating an irresistible aura. Your transformation is magnetic, it's changing you, and in doing so, it's changing your partner. They see you now more clearly than ever, not just as someone they love, but as someone who inspires them, empowers them. Memories of your time together haunt them sweetly, pulling them into a state of nostalgia and hope. They hear you in music. Lyrics speak their truths when words fail. If you listen closely, you might hear them reaching out through melodies and harmonies. They have realized their past mistakes. They didn't value the connection the way you did. You gave them so many chances, and they squandered them. That truth haunts them now, forcing them to reflect deeply. You've questioned their sincerity, and rightly so. But if they could say just one thing, it would be this: they've never known love like yours. Never. That realization initially inflated their ego, but it has since humbled them. They know now that you didn't fall for their charm or looks, you fell for their soul. And that has changed everything. They now understand that what drew you to them were the unseen things, the kindness they forgot they had, the light they didn't know still flickered. Your love wasn't about possessions or appearance, it was about energy, about truth. This awakening is altering their self-perception. They're beginning to see themselves not as they once were, but as the person you saw all along. And in that reflection, they find hope, not just for themselves, but for you both.